Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a full face using all drugstore makeup products that I recently hauled. I'm basically doing like a first impression slash holiday makeup tutorial because I think this look is perfect for the holiday season. So I think this is a good video. Like there's a lot of great products in here in today's video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to grab a snack and let's just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is start with the eyes. I'm going to attempt to do a cut crease today. Pray for me because I'm not the best at these. But I'm going to be using the Morphe 9A palette. I picked this up at Ulta and it was only $12, which I think is a really good deal considering you get 9 eyeshadows. So it's pretty good. They look like MAC or Makeup Geek shadows as in size. And Morphe does have new packaging, which is really nice. It's really sleek. The logo is different and this little palette comes with a mirror, which I think is really convenient. So I did go ahead and prime my lids with my NYX Full Coverage Concealer and I did set that with just a neutral color. And I'm going to start off by just applying a transition color in the crease. I'm going to be picking this one up right here in the middle and I'm going to attempt to do a cut crease today. So I'm going to be using my Live and Breathe Beauty Just blending brush and I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to start by blending that color right in the crease. Oh, it is really pigmented. It's actually darker than what I expected that to be because it looks a lot lighter in the pan. Picking up the shade right next to it, I'm going to go ahead and also apply that right in the same area where I just applied that other shade. I'm just using a different brush. This is the Morphe M441. This color is a little bit darker than that shade and I am topping off the excess as I go because the shadows, they actually pick up a lot of, or the brush picks up a lot of product. They're very pigmented. So I really want, obviously, the cut crease, so I want the crease to be a little dark. The way I like to do my cut creases whenever I have done them in the past is always start out by just kind of building up my colors on my lid and in my crease, and then I just take concealer and carve it out. It's just the easiest way that I found that really works for it, and as I mentioned, I am not an expert. I always tend to mess up whenever I do them, so I'm just going to try my best today to really work on it. Wow, this palette is very pigmented. There is a lot of fallout, but the shadows are really, really smooth and buttery, which I like. This palette feels a little bit softer than like the Morphe 350 and like 35K. Those are the two that I have that are bigger, and the 350 too. Those are good palettes and you get a lot of shades for your money. But some of the shades in it are a little bit more pigmented than others, at least from my experience. They're not all super consistent. So I like this palette because the shadows seem a little bit softer than those in the other palettes. By the way, I'm not a Morphe affiliate. I do have their brushes and stuff, but I've purchased everything with my own money. I'm going to be using this brush from ColourPop. It doesn't have a name, but I got it in like their brush kit that they have. And it's kind of like a flat brush, but it has a little bit of like a dome shape, a tiny bit. Like it's not totally flat. So I'm going to be taking a little bit more of that same shade that we just used, and I'm going to just kind of emphasize it a little bit more in my crease because I want that area to be dark. Like I said, if it gets on your lid, it's totally fine, just because we're going to go ahead and cut that out in a minute. So just really kind of defining it. With that same brush, I'm going to be using the dark brown color right underneath. It's called Bruise, and these do have names on the palette, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Take the same shade, apply it right in the crease, like right in the socket of your eye, basically. Whenever I'm doing a cut crease or I really want to concentrate eyeshadows in my crease, I like to look straight ahead. And right where you have like that fold in your eye, I don't know my anatomy, that's where you want to apply your shadow and kind of like emphasize that area. So yeah, it's gonna look a little bit crazy right now just because I'm not like that looks crazy, but I'm gonna fix it. So don't you worry. All right, I'm good with the blending brush that I was using from Live and Breathe Beauty, which by the way I got at Walmart. I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit. Okay, now it's time to cut the crease because as you can see the lid just looks a hot mess right now. So I'm going to use a tiny brush like this, and I got this one from Shop Miss A. It came in like a brush kit of 10, and so I'm going to use something like this, and I'm going to just take some of my Ulta Full Coverage Concealer, which is my favorite concealer, and I'm going to just apply this right to the back of my hand. You can use any concealer, to be quite honest. Anything will really work. And I'm just gonna start by carving out the crease. I always get so nervous doing this. I like to kind of pull a little bit on my eye because I feel like it helps. Making sure I'm still recording. Okay. Okay, just like that. So yeah, it's not perfect. I'm gonna be fixing the crease a little bit with a tinier brush, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut the other crease. Okay, then with the tiniest little blending brush, this one is from Morphe. It is the Morphe M506. I'm gonna just take this, I wiped off any product that it had with my little makeup rag, and I'm gonna be kind of like looking like this and very lightly running my brush through my crease to blend out any harshness that there may be, kind of doing it like this. If you tilt your like chin up, I feel like it makes it easier to sort of blend. What I'm gonna do is set that concealer, of course. Now, I don't know, do I wanna do a matte or do I wanna do the shimmer in here? I'm gonna just use this flat shader brush from Vanity Planet and apply that shimmer gold all over my lid. Really using packing motions. And I'm being very precise because I don't want to go above that crease that we just took forever to cut. This is really pretty. I didn't even spray my brush. You can see it's a really nice color. I'm going to use this tinier brush from Urban Decay. I like it better because I feel like it concentrates the product a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and do my wing. I didn't get a new winged liner. I'm just using my traditional NYX matte liquid liner. And I'm going to just apply this very quickly and do a really dramatic wing because this look, I mean, it just needs a wing. So I did apply a quick coat of mascara. I just used one of my faves, which is a L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I'm going to go ahead and pop on some falsies. These are not from the drugstore, but they are so affordable. And I will leave the info down below. They are from the brand V Rose Beauty. Definitely check them out. I think they're just stunning lashes. I've never used them before, so since this is a first impression, I'm going to just pop these on. And these are in this style. Princess Pea. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on and then I'll be right back. All right guys, lashes are on and they're freaking gorgeous. I love them with this look and they actually fit my eyes perfectly, which I love. So I'll leave the info down below if you guys want to check them out. I am highly impressed. Moving on to the face, I did pick up this new L'Oreal Infallible Matte Lock Primer. I actually didn't see this in stores. I ended up ordering this on Ulta's website. So I really love the L'Oreal Pro Matte and the Pro Glow. So I was like, I have to try this and see if it's any good. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's very simple. It is white and I like how it's a squeezy tube. So don't mind my nails, by the way. I really need to get them done. So I'm gonna just pretty much focus this on the areas where I get the most oily, which is my T-zone. I don't really get oily anywhere else. It smells like just a lotion. Kind of reminds me of the, if you guys are familiar with the Rimmel Stay Matte, because it has like that similar lotion-y consistency. It did absorb into my skin very quickly, which is nice. Feels nice. It already absorbed into my skin literally within less than a minute, which is really nice, and my skin doesn't feel overly tight or dry. There's some mattifying primers that I've tried that are just so intense and so matte that they almost like dry out my skin. But this one, it doesn't feel bad at all, which is pretty cool. So okay, I will keep you posted on this. Of course, I'll do like an update on these products in the next couple of weeks or so, and I'll let you know about this. But I like the packaging. Like the formula so far, it feels good. I also in my haul did get this e.l.f. Aqua Primer Mist. I guess I'm gonna use it just because, like, why not? I'm gonna just spray my face. I'm nervous. Ugh, the spritzer is a little aggressive. What does that smell? Kind of smells a little bit like plastic, I don't know. Alright, so for foundation today, I got the Burts Bees Goodness Glows Liquid Makeup, and this one I have in the shade Soft Honey. This is what the packaging looks like. I picked mine up at Walmart. It was $16, which honestly, I think that's expensive for a drugstore foundation, especially at Walmart, considering Walmart is usually like the cheapest when it comes to makeup. But if it's a good product, then I guess it'll be worth it. We'll see. Comes with a pump, which I love. I'm gonna just pump this out on the back of my hand. I don't know if this is gonna be my color. Oh, maybe, actually. Whoa, Soft Honey? That's actually really light. Oh my gosh. This has a weird smell. Okay, this might be my color. I don't really know the claims of this foundation. I guess I should probably read that. It says, our full coverage mineral formula leaves skin smoother and more radiant with a natural finish that's not heavy or greasy. Our moisturizing foundation instantly hydrates and nourishes skin. That's that smell, with Meadowfoam seed oil, known for its skin moisturizing benefits for naturally beautiful results both inside and out. So I guess it's that seed or whatever that's in it that has like this really funky smell. I hope it goes away because I'm not digging that. I'm gonna just start by blending this out with a beauty blender, or this is actually the Maybelline sponge, on this side of my face. Okay, it's blending pretty good actually. Maybe this is my color. Actually, it looks a little bit light, but I'm gonna make it work with some bronzer and everything. Coverage is pretty good, actually. It's not terrible. It's definitely, let's see. You can still see a little tiny bit of like, I have very tiny little acne bumps. You guys probably won't be able to really see them, but I can see them right now. So I would say this is a solid, like, medium coverage foundation. I'm blending this out on this side with an RC Cosmetics angled kabuki brush. It actually does blend really well. I'm not a huge fan of this smell. It's kind of going away. I don't really smell it that much. When you first apply it, it's a very like strong smell. I actually really like the way that this looks because the coverage is there, but it's still, it literally looks like skin. Definitely not full coverage. I would say it's like medium coverage, but you can still see kind of like freckles and stuff peeking through because I do have a few little beauty marks around my mouth and you can still see them. I didn't get a new concealer, so I'm just going to use my Ulta Beauty full coverage concealer, which is like my fave, and I have this one in the shade medium warm. Actually, I think the foundation ended up matching me pretty well. I feel like it was a lot lighter when I first applied it, and then once I blended in to my skin, I feel like it kind of just like matches me perfectly. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and set the area. I did get a new powder. I'm kind of nervous that this is going to be a little bit too dark. This is the e.l.f. finishing powder, and this one's in the shade light medium. Oh, I feel like this is gonna be a little dark, and I'm scared to set my face and that it's gonna be way too dark. I'm nervous. Okay, let me just do a little bit. Like a little bit down here and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's gonna be way too dark. Do you see that? Ooh, not gonna be able to use that. I guess I'm gonna use this as like a bronzer-ish, because that's just gonna be way too dark to set my face. So I thought that the shade Fair would be too light, but I'm gonna need to get that color. Okay, so I didn't necessarily then get another powder. That's the only thing that I have. So since this is a drugstore tutorial, I'm gonna go ahead and use this NYX 3-Step Trio, which I actually really love this, by the way. I got this a few weeks back, and this one's in the shade Light Pale. I'm gonna go ahead and take this color right here just to set the areas where I did apply the concealer. I'm using a Morphe E8 brush. It's a really nice little palette. Just be careful with the bronzer because it's extremely dark and pigmented, so like you really need to have like a light hand with it. Then I'm going to go ahead and bronze my skin, and I'm going to be using this Model's Own Sculpt and Glow Cream to Powder Bronzer. This is an exclusive brand to Ulta. It is in the drugstore section though, but it looks like that. I honestly probably wouldn't have gotten this if it was, or if I saw that it said cream to powder, because I'm not the biggest fan of cream products, but let's just go with it. I'm gonna go ahead and use another angled kabuki brush. This one's from Shop Miss A. Okay, seriously? This is like not even showing up on my skin. It has a weird smell. It smells like crayons. It's a very light color. I really don't like the smell of this, you guys. It's very, very light. But it's like, I feel like it's barely like showing up. Alright, I do not like this. I'm sorry. I can barely see any color payoff. The smell, it's like really like a weird sort of consistency. I'd rather either use a contour stick from the drugstore or just use a regular powder to bronze. So this is going back to the store because I do not like this. No bueno. So that was like a little bit of a fail. What I'm going to do is just go ahead and use this e.l.f. powder that I was going to use to set my face, just to go ahead and sort of set that contour a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to use this angled brush. I actually got this at TJ Maxx. Ooh, this is actually a lot darker than expected. I'm so glad I didn't set my face with this. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and kind of I cannot talk today. I think it's because it's late. I'm gonna use this banana shade from the NYX palette, and I'm gonna kind of sculpt out the contour. This is a Sigma F35 brush, by the way. I really like this bronzer. It looks like it's gonna be too dark for a powder but too light for a bronzer, but this is actually really, really nice. Very smooth formula, so good job, e.l.f. I really like this product. Okay, so then for blush, I got the new Burt's Bees blush, and this one's in the shade Bare Peach, and apparently this has bamboo in it, so it looks like that. It feels very light, like as in packaging wise, it doesn't feel like anything. It's a really light peach color, and these are the colors that I usually always gravitate towards, so I'm excited. I'm gonna use this stippling brush. This one is from Sonia Kashuk, which you can get at Target. This is pigmented. Tapping off the excess. Ooh! Do you see that? That's really pretty. Literally like my perfect blush. Okay, Burt's Bees. I'm actually not too disappointed. Okay, for highlighter, I actually have two different products. I'm going to use first the Makeup Revolution Champagne Liquid Highlighter. I just got this from Ulta. Kind of looks like the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. So I'm just going to apply this on the back of my hand because this is, do you see that first of all? It's very runny, but it is extremely pigmented. Camera, focus. There we go. Do you see how blinding that is? It's insane. I'm going to take my beauty blender. Or I keep calling it a beauty blender because it literally is just as squishy as it. I'm going to take this, tap on the back of my hand, and I'm going to put that right on the tops of my cheekbones because I don't want this to ruin my makeup. By just putting it with my finger, I feel like it would have been way too harsh. Ooh, that's pretty. I always put my highlighter right above my brow. Ooh, I like that. It's so pretty. I feel like these would be gorgeous if you mix it with your foundation as well. And you could totally leave it like that, but I feel like you have to set it like for it to really like pop. I got this new Hard Candy Rose Gold highlighter and I've never seen this before. I really like Hard Candy. I don't hear a lot of people talking about them, but it just looks like this. You can find Hard Candy at Walmart, and I'm gonna basically just mix all of the shades in here and just see what happens because why not? I'm gonna use my Morphe M501. This is my favorite brush. When I first swatched this highlighter, it seemed a little chalky and dry, so I'm hoping that it applies better. Woo. Okay, I stand corrected. I'm literally just swirling my brush. This is a really nice highlighter. When you touch it, it feels really dry and chalky, but actually applying it, I think it's pretty. Okay, so for my eyes, I'm going back into the Morphe 9A palette, and I'm just basically going to smudge out my lower lash line, and I'm going to be using just like the browns that I was using earlier, of course. I'm going to start off by taking a Morphe E18 brush. I'm going to pick up just the same browns that I used in the crease and kind of just blend those out. Okay, this doesn't come with like a shimmery white color. I don't want to use that color in my inner tear duct. So what I'm going to do is go into the Hard Candy highlighter. I'm going to use this ColourPop brush. I wish these had names, but they don't. So we're just going to pop that shade right in the inner tear duct. I'm really going to add a lot because I want that to pop and to be really like highlighted and bright. For my waterline, I'm using the new, well, it's not new, but it's a new color. I've never tried this one. This is the NYX Slide On Glide On eyeliner, and this one's in the shade Glitzy Gold. I love these liners. Then I did pick up this Gigi Hadid lip set. I got this at Ulta. It comes with a lipstick and a lip liner, and this one's in the shade Austin. It does come like matching. This is a really bright, like orangey, hot red liquid lipstick, not liquid lipstick, regular lipstick, and I thought this would be perfect with this look. I mean, let's get real, I would probably just do a nude lip, but I want to try this out. I've never tried anything from that collection, so let's see. Ugh, literally broke. Let me just also say that this lip kit thing was not cheap. It was $17, and I think that's really expensive for like Maybelline. So just a little FYI. Okay, so once your lips look like this, then you're totally on the right track. So I'm gonna go over top with the lipstick, of course. This is definitely like a summer red, in my opinion. It's like an orangey red. Alright guys, so this is the completed look, and to be quite honest with you, I'm actually really happy with a lot of the things that I've tried. There's only a couple of things that I was like a little bit like about. So the first thing is the Model's Own bronzer. I literally threw it on my bed right here because I just don't like that. That's definitely going back to Ulta. I don't know what it is about it. I just feel like you need to use so much product and like it doesn't show up like how I want it to. Like it showed up very lightly, so I would just much rather just use like a contour stick. I feel like it's so much easier, or maybe even like a darker concealer or something to like cream, highlight, and contour, but that, no bueno. I don't like it. Wait, was everything else a success? I think so. This e.l.f. Aqua Primers Mist. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is the spritzer. Like, it doesn't spray terribly. Like, I've definitely had way worse, but it's a little aggressive on the face. So I would have to probably like maybe back up a little bit more or something, but I don't know. I might just continue to use this more so just like to wet my brush for eyeshadow or something, but I'll definitely get back to you guys with that. The other thing that I'm not like crazy about, the lip color is nice. Like, it's a really pretty hot fire red, but I don't think it's the perfect red for the holidays. I like that traditional like blue red, you know what I'm talking about, like that pinup red color, or even like a vampy shade. This one I feel like is more of a summer red. The formula is really creamy and really nice though. I do like how you get the lip liner with the lipstick. Everything else, you guys, I'm really happy with. This Burt's Bees foundation, the only thing I don't like about it is the smell, but honestly it goes away after you apply it. But when you first apply it, it does have a bit of a strong scent, and I'm pretty sure it's because it has that seed oil in it, but I really like it. I think the coverage is really decent. I like how it's medium coverage, but it kind of is very lightweight. Like, you literally do not feel the foundation on your face. Like, right now it feels like I have like a BB cream on. It's super, super lightweight. It does cover up, but you can still see freckles and stuff peeking through, so it's kind of like a skin enhancer. Really definitely not like a full coverage foundation, which I like. I think that's nice for every single day. So this so far so good. I will leave a pinned comment down below letting you guys know how this makeup wore throughout the rest of the night. But right now I'm really impressed. Love pretty much everything, you guys, that I have used, except the things that I quickly mentioned. But overall, I'm really impressed with all of these products. I definitely think that they are worth trying. Let me know down below if you've tried any of these and what are your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you are having a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I'll see you in a few days in my next video. Bye!